And we gotta check that everything's gonna be showing. See, auto find and activate. Here we go. Auto activate, please. Thank you very much. Good. Oh, I don't need to see that. Thank you. Why with? That's because Asana is where humans. Nope. No ads. Thank you very much. Oh, that's why. I'm like, last time I used this, I don't remember ads. Why am I hearing ads now? I know why. Because I was using Brave before. You are first, Ashley. Congrats. Hey, Rushmore Show. Hey, Rushmore Kirk. How are you doing? Hopefully, I know you're not doing the best, Ashley, but glad you're here nonetheless. Let's see. Rushmore says, how are you, Ashley? I'll let Ashley answer for herself. But thank you for asking, Rushmore Show. And tonight, welcome rewinders and Firejoy enthusiasts. Firejoy, well, Fire Guards and Fire Knights and Fire Bards. Appreciate you all for being here. Tonight we're going to be doing a Fixit Francisco stream. You can get your Fixit Franciscos in. But we have a few things on the docket I want to do. Not so much things to fix. I mean, something I can't really test at the moment. I'll test when a few more people are in here. But I have an end credits screen that I want to be able, that should show everyone that chats, whether it's a YouTube or Twitch, should show up in the credits. And if anyone subscribes or does a gifted, anyone who gifts a sub should show up also in their own sort of sections in the end rolled credits. And then it ends with anyone who's a subscriber on Firejoy Studios. So going to test that here a little bit later. But we're going to be working on an ad break scene so that when we have an ad here on Twitch coming up for people that aren't subscribed, I'll know it. It will go to that scene automatically, and then we can do something else. Just talk. I'll talk with you guys. Nothing gameplay wise or nothing super crazy. I want to get some sort of like trivia that just happens, or some silly thing that plays during that time. But that's we're gonna work on that. But before that, we're going to work on some channel points redemptions. I think it'd be nice to have something where you guys could redeem me reciting some of the scripture I've memorized over the years. So I have the Lord's Prayer, Psalm 23, and Psalm 46 memorized. And so you could test me to see if I still retain these things. And also a channel points redemption where you could have me, where we could play a little trivia game. I have 80s and 90s trivia here. And so you do that, and then I'll do the front and back of one of these cards, and we'll see if we can answer it together or whatnot, or who in chat can answer first, things like that. Ashley says, hanging in there, kind of stressed out about things that need to be done. Yeah. Things were not left in the best of circumstances to have a smooth process, but God will get us through. Rushmore says, wow, that's amazing. I bet, Ashley. Yeah. Okay, so first things first, let's work on, I think the channel points redemptions will be pretty straightforward, so we'll work on those first. So we're going to do I don't know where these will be. They'll be somewhere. We'll just we'll put these in testing area first. I have a section let me collapse these. They're just all over the place. My goodness. And if you guys have something you want to see me show you how I do it, whether it's the first command or something like that, let me know. I know Kennethan has asked if I could show how I do the first command. I think he means with the achievement and stuff. So when we get through all this, and I also have to work on the Roy emote, because I promised you guys that, because you guys gave me enough Twitch subs. So need to work on that. But let's see. Bob says, ooh, I have a thing I want to know. How do I look as dapper as Francisco? I think you want the dapper man for peak dapperness. I don't feel like I look all that dapper, but I appreciate that, Baba. You are not first, Ken. Not this time. You were first earlier, so you still get that trophy for being first off stream. Though I had everything open, so it worked. I was here very, very first. Well, yes, but you need to say first again when the stream actually started. It will do trophies. You'll still see you have the icebreaker. You should still have an icebreaker trophy. Twitch didn't refresh. Well, that's dumb. Why didn't it refresh? But yeah, there's I had your stream. Yeah, I'm sad that it was dumb. I can. Rushmore says, I'm just so dumb to all that glad we use StreamYard to do it because I'm incredibly useless to all this programming. Yeah, it can be a bit much. I enjoy it. Well, Geek Devotion, you're raiding right now. That's another thing I wish. Okay.
He looks over and he goes, young man. Young Alfred, come to me.
And Alfred, the young demon slayer, comes up to him.
Yes, sir. Yes, Simon. How can I help you, Master?
Yes.
I give you the final lesson that I have learned over the years of fighting evil. I have discovered. I have done many things. I have had bottles of holy water.
That's it. I want more. I was wondering where that was going. But so apparently that was way back when you were playing Only Up. Is that what happened? But welcome, Geek Devotions. Everyone coming over from Geek Devotions stream. I imagine Dale, Hefe, several people, Cellcast. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Geek Devotions, you do get to pick a Weird Al song you'd like me to do a karaoke cover of. But how was the rest of your stream? I was surprised that you were done already. Let's see. So I'm way behind now. I'm not declaring chat bankruptcy. Don't even think about it. But if any of you want to get your dailies in that are Fire Guards verses or Womps to try to get those trophies, you can go for it. But I will try to catch up now. Let's see. Yes. Rushmore says, I read that. Ken says, sigh. I am sad. That's totally fair, Ken. Excuse me. Cellcast says, howdy, Quigley. I mean, that is an upgrade from Roy. Wow, guys. I hate the aftertaste on this so much.
My name ain't Roy.
Yeah, that liver and onions, really great. Not so much. Okay, let's see. Howdy, Quigley. Yeah, I'm not Quigley. Better than Roy, but not Quigley. Geek Devotion says, holy crap, how do you do that? So you're talking about the clip thing? If that's what you're talking about, Geek Devotions, it's a app I found, probably going to go away in a year because none of these seem to stick around. But for now, scene.gg, SEEN.gg. You have to make an account. You set up for the widget, and it's a clip, show clip widget or something. And then it's, the typical like browser source, all that. I mean, I programmed that myself. Yeah, no, just kidding. Rushmore says, speaking of raids, yeah, welcome Raiders, says Ken. Trophies, yeah, you got the trophies there, Ken. You have one. Oh, you have an icebreaker and a Womp Warrior. There you go. Rushmore says, Cellcast recommends we drop 4 Weird Al shows, and I said only if you're using them references. That's hilarious. Ken says, I'll never reach any achievement. You just did. Look, you have 2. You have 2 achievements, Ken. Let's see. Dale is somewhere. Yes, Dale is somewhere. In fact, right here. Rushmore says, hey, Geek Devotions and Cellcast. Cellcast says, first. No, not first. Dare to be stupid, Dale. Well, if that's what Geek Devotions chooses. First versus Time Warp. Womp. Rip. You guys did all the things. My goodness. Though, Rips, you really should only do if I actually die. Paladin Pirate, hello. Hey, came. He saw. He stood absolutely still. Wow, yeah, if you do those at the same time, they're going to cancel each other.
To bring you another installment. Hey again, gang. Calculus here to bring you
Calculus,
another
go away.
installment of the Wheel of Morality.
Hi, Paul.
Wheel of Morality 012.
I
Tell
will
us the
catch up,
moral
guys.
that'll make us moo.
All the calculi.
Moral number 274 from Geek Devotions. Beware Francisco inviting you to play multiplayer game. He's probably gonna smote you.
Me? I would never.
Yeah, he smotes me often. But then I get him back. Ha ha ha. Bye.
By calculus. Okay, let's see. Still catching up here. Geek versus bro. What on earth? What are you talking about? What on earth? Hefe says, "Oh right, don't name it Roy." Geek version says you should do
20XX.
like a surgeon. All right, you want like a surgeon? All right, I'll do that. Hold on, let me. I don't know how the main melody goes. I just know the chorus. Da, 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 da. So you're gonna have to forgive a lot of this. Like a surgeon. Weird Al. Here we go.
Fixit Francisco.
What do you want me to fix? I'm not there yet. Okay, here we go. I finally made it through med school. Somehow I made it through. I'm just an intern. I still make a mistake or two. Really? I was last in my class, barely passed at the institute. Now I'm trying to avoid, a malpractice suit. Hey, like a surgeon, cutting for the very first time. Like a surgeon, organ transplants are my line. Better give me all your gauze, nurse. This patient's fading fast. Complications have set in. Don't know how long he'll last. Let me see that IV. Really? Womp player. Here we go. Time to operate. I'll put his insides out, pull his insides out, and see what he ate. Like a surgeon. Hey, cutting for the very first time. Like a surgeon. There's a waiver for you to sign. Wow, guys. Wow. Okay. There's like a surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's see here. Wow, way behind. I will not declare chat bankruptcy. Bro,
Put the
like,
cookie down.
I'm trying. There's no flesh wound command, Ken. Paul says, regular your pod. He's so hot right now. Thank you for the lurk, Paul. Thank you for the shout out. So it's actually not shout out, it's check out, but I think it only works for me. Mods, you can try exclamation point checkout, then a space, then the channel name. So the SO doesn't quite work like that. I mean, Botrix will show that, but I don't really use that. If you want the clip thing, it's exclamation point checkout. There you go. You got it. Oh man, old school.
That throw, just too much damage.
Yeah, right. I agree.
Dale's gonna start a Soul Train tunnel when you win this game. It'd be appropriate.
Pretty much.
Come on, Dragon Punch Warrior, you got this. If only I could be leveling up every time I do this, then I'd be like, psh. At some point, I'd tip the scale.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Versus age. Oh, so you guys are doing that. Rushmore says hello, Ken, and Dale too. And hello, Paladin and Paul, says Rushmore. Paul with the Skeletor, the Womps. Baba says, yeah, this is a command. What is the command for regaining control of your stream? Because it's not working. I'm trying. And then Paul's doing all the commands. There we go. Yeah, Paul, did you try the Time Warp 2025? It's working now. Paul, Hefe with the Womp. So Hefe, the Womps and a lot of these commands only work if you're either a Twitch sub, which I don't know if maybe you've been gifted a sub. I don't know. A Twitch sub called our Fire Dancers, or if you're subscribed on our through firejoystudios.com for $5 a month. So those are the two ways to have a bunch of these commands that people are doing to work. You can also use, there is a channel point redemption for Womp if you have enough joy bubbles. And there's, let me skip that. Okay. let's see. Rushmore says, okay, never mind. No singing for Rushmore. Fair. Fight versus, doing all the commands. Cookie down. Cellcast did the fight command. Geek versus gets the chopper. Checkout. Thank you for the checkout. I'm almost caught up. Geek version is the power. Yes, I need this on our stream. And then Happy says, yeah. Okay, time warp. Checkout. Geek Devotions. Oh, did that work? I don't know why that didn't work for
As
you.
we
Okay.
fight the boss.
Don't do it for the thing. I'm doing the same thing.
My name ain't Roy.
You mean? Do I look amused? Making me make my noises that I make? How dare you? Okay, so now, well, maybe I have to be a mod. Maybe. I'm surprised I don't have you as a mod, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's work on these channel points redemptions. So we want to get into, let's see, we're in the testing area. All right, so we're going to make a new action. Add. This is going to be, we'll do recite. Let's see. Should we call Bible memory or Bible verse? Recite. How do you spell recite? Recite. I think that's it. Bible recite. Psalm 23. We'll do that one. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that's the name of the action. This is going to be triggered by add, let's see, Twitch. And we want to choose channel reward, excuse me. AMAC reward redemption, updated. I think I just want reward redemption. I think that's all it is. Create a reward, and now I need to create a reward. If you create a reward in Twitch, you can't trigger. I don't think you can control any of the aspects of it within StreamerBot. I think you can still trigger it in StreamerBot, or it can trigger things in StreamerBot, but you can't control the aspects of like the cost and all that in StreamerBot. Which if you make it in StreamerBot, you can control those things. So we'll create a reward. This will be called recite Psalm 23. Compel Francisco to recite, and I watch me spelling recite wrong. I bet you anything I'm spelling this wrong. Well, maybe I have to. Oh yeah, I read that. Okay, so let's see how to spell recite, so that I'm not just writing this over and over again wrong. How to spell recite. Recite, to repeat, or oh, I did it right. Jeez, look at that. Look at that, guys. Pretty good at this spelling thing. Yeah, thank you, Dale. Over to recite. Geez, Psalm 23 from the Bible. And color, we'll just make this cancel. Hashtag, this will be 88. Oh, no. 00 88 something. Whoa, I didn't finish it. Darn it, I didn't finish all the other stuff. Okay, so we'll click OK. Now we have to go into platforms to fix that because I clicked out of it too soon. So in your StreamerBot, in platforms, Twitch, you can go to channel point rewards. So I have a lot here. Okay, here's the new one, recite Psalm 23 that I just made. It is user input required. It is not. Redemption skips queue. Sure. Cost, we'll make this cost not very much. We'll make it cost 23 points. Max, we'll do it 3 times per stream, per user per stream. No max. Global cooldown, we'll say, is 30 seconds. Group, do I have group? StreamerBot. And then I think that is that. Save. Okay. Now we have the recite Psalm 23. So if any of you could try that should show.
2 hours later.
Thanks for that. If any of you could try the recite Psalm 23, it should work. But it'd be nice if you let's see. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if I should have it like on screen, but then I know what it is, but we'll try it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in the green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me on the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. All right. So that worked. Awesome. So we'll do the same thing with, we'll just copy this. Wait, so I don't really need an action then. If it's just me reciting things, though, if we want to do something where it will play like some nice music or something, much like how Cellcat Geek Devotions has for when you do your Bible reading and stuff, or dramatic Bible reading, I could do something like that. But for now, I'm just going to enter these here. And then if I want to add more later, we'll add more. Or if you guys have suggestions or something like that. All right, we'll create another reward. Call this Recite Psalm 46. Compel Francisco to recite. I keep wanting to spell Psalm with an S. My goodness. But what is it in Last Crusade? But not in Greek, but in something, Jehovah spelled with an I. In Latin. Latin.
The after credit scene. Mm-hmm. And they show Shadow in the tube, and I was like,
3.5?
Shadow! It's Sonic Adventure 2! I'm looking forward to seeing a little girl get shot.
Oh my gosh!
Sure.
That sounds horrible.
It is terrible.
But at the same
3.5. I rate that comment. 3.5.
In Sonic the Hedgehog movie, are we actually going to have somebody die on screen? They don't have the guts. This show does not have the gut. That is not what these movies do. They did, and so we was really hoping. We're looking forward.
Oh my! That's actually something I want to do. When someone does check out, it actually will give a link. It'll do a shout out Twitch style on the YouTube side. So let me do that after I do this. Psalm 46. I'll do. Yeah, exactly. 7. Let's see. Cost is going to be 46. Max 3 per stream. Global cooldown 30. All right, streamer bots. That all looks good. Create. Done. All right. So now what I want to do is go to actions. And now we're going to make something. This is going to be a chat response because the checkout works separate from a streamer bot. That's not a streamer bot thing, but I can still have streamer bot do an action when that happens. So we will add, let's see, add. We'll call this check out shout out. Okay. And then we'll add a trigger, which will be a, let's see, this will be a Twitch chat message. Or no, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I want. I want add, I want core, I want commands, command triggered, create command, and then this is going to be checkout, shout out, and the command's going to be checkout. It's only for mods. Okay, checkout. Sources is just going to be Twitch because that doesn't really work over on the YouTube side. So checkout. Okay, that's the command. Now we're going to add the action that is triggered when that command is put in, and all it's going to be is Twitch, and it's going to be channel. And it's going to be, I believe there's a shout out here. Send announcement to channel. Send, let's see, what is it? Could have sworn there was like a shout out thing here. Rage, predictions, moderation, and send shout out. That's what I want. Okay, the user login contain. Okay, so it's going to be essentially, it's going to be input 0. And that's just a shorthand for, or maybe it's input 1 actually, I'm sorry. Input 1 is whatever occurs after, is the first thing put in after the command. So we'll do, input 0.
There could be something wonky with my control.
Yes, fire dance, here we go. Fire dance, fire dance, fire dance, fire dance. And it healed. Of all the things. That's great. Oh, Hefty's going? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Not quite. Because it was in the middle of that, it didn't work. You need to do that before that one's over. I think that would work though. Anyway, Lord God, thank you for Hefe being here tonight. I pray he has a good rest of his evening. Please help prepare him as he goes off to college soon. I pray that's a great experience and he learns just a lot in whatever field he's pursuing. Pray protection and provision over him, and I look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. Bye, Hefe. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Yes, let's see. I did that. Good night, Twister, says Hefe. You need a sound effect for just Jacob and Drew laughing. Night Hefe says Geek Devotions, Time Warp AG. Yeah. Okay, so Geek Devotions, would you shout out? Let's see. We've done Geek Devotions. We've done me. Will you try the Rushmore show? I don't know if you guys have any clips, but will you try the Rushmore show, Geek Devotions, doing a checkout for them? Or Paul, either or. And let's see if this will give a shout out in chat. It's not SO. We talked about this already. It's checkout.
Well, until next time, guys. Here's your stream non-face.
Stream non-face. Perfect. Okay, so Botrix is still being silly, but that's because of, well, that's what Paul did. But then when Geek Devotions did that, it says shout out was given to Paul, but is there a link or anything? Or I don't know. It's the Rushmore. I think it's the_Rushmore_show, Geek Devotions. Yeah, you need the underscores. But thank you for testing these. That's very helpful. It doesn't seem to give the link though. Maybe I need to look how it looks in the actual chat. Because for me, I'm not seeing any sort of link or anything out in the chat window I'm seeing. But I'm seeing it through Social Stream.
Sorry, I have to do research.
You're fine, my love. You are fine. No worries at all. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so you did the Rushmore show. Check out Rushmore show. Why didn't that work? It seems like it should have worked.
That cow.
I mean, that worked.
Okay, so we're going this way.
Cooldown. Oh. On the checkout command? Or, I mean, that could be a, let's see. Did I put a cooldown on that? That's weird. I usually put cooldowns automatically. Maybe it's a Twitch thing, though, to shout for shouting out people. They could also not have clips. That's true. Rushmore, if you're still here, this again.
Yeah.
Always. I hate the aftertaste on this so much. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if you do that 90-second noir during the other one. Oh my goodness, with these ads. If you do the 90-second noir with the in the middle of it, well, try. It's because I think he did it in the middle of the time warp still happening. So because of that, it doesn't do the whole thing because I don't have it set up where it pauses. If this is happening, pause these things, and I don't have all that set up.
Fixit Francisco.
I'm trying to fix other things right now. One of them being One of them being the ad break. So let's work on the ad break thing now. Because I saw an ad break was coming up or something soon. Yeah, starts in 34 seconds. Let me snooze that. I'll snooze this a couple times and maybe we'll be able to actually test it live. Versus, thank you for that. So I'm going to set up a new scene that's just me. So we're going to do, let's see, I guess a new scene. But I'm going to copy. Just try and do too many things. And apparently it's not okay with you guys. Oh my gosh, what? I'm versing myself. You missed the cow? Did I? I heard it. Why are you ripping me? I didn't die. There's no ninja. I know you guys want that Nintendo Ninja back.
Fixit Francisco.
What am I supposed to be fixing right now? We're not podcasting. There's no edit mode. Wow. Wow. Perfect pose to my number one fan. Really? What? What? Okay. Oh, Paul Guy's in your corner. Achievement. Good job, Paul. That's quite the face, Francisco. Oh my word. Okay. So I'm gonna go to another time. I'm gonna make a new scene, guys. But first, let me copy. I want to copy chat. I want to copy my face. I'm gonna copy the blurred version of this, whoever's behind me. Actually, no, I don't want that. I want something else. But copy those. Copy. We're gonna make a new scene. It's gonna be called, and you're not gonna see me for a second. You should still be able to hear me just fine. This is gonna be called ad break. Okay, I'm gonna paste myself here. Now you can see me. I'm going to add an image behind me, so we just have something. And text is or chat still here. Image. We're gonna have. Let's see here. Where? So, whoops. I want. What was it? Where is this? I think it's right here.
Slow and boring.
Yeah, I know. It's the slowest and boringest of all streams you could ever stream. Okay, now I'm going to move my camera more like center right here. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the chat, we're going to have, how do we stretch out chat? Oh, it's in its own thing. Okay. I think we're just going to have it like right here. Just right next to me. How you doing? How you doing, chat? We're going to crop this in a little bit because you can see the back of me behind the green screen. Now we're going to make this bigger. So I fill up the screen here better. Centered. Okay. There we go. And so this is where we're going to go if we have an ad break of some sort. Thanks for the reminder, Cellcast. Cellcast says, yeah, I played that. Okay, cool. Holy crap. He has a wall. I do have a wall. Believe it or not, there is something behind me. I'm in a house. Can you believe it? I'm not just in space. Okay, we're going to snooze this one more time. So I started working on an... Okay, now we're going to go back to the main one. Now that we have that available.
Fixit Francisco.
Hey guys, Calculus here, interrupting the stream to bring you the Wheel of Morality. Wheel of Morality 012. Which moral will make us moo? Moral number 57. This one comes from Pastor Dewston. Early to rise and early to bed makes a man healthy, but socially dead. That doesn't sound good. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we have a trigger up here that says Twitch ads. When an ad is run, that's the trigger. We're going to have this switch scenes ad. We're going to say for meld, we're going to have this, we're going to show scene. We're gonna choose the where is it? The ad break scene. So when the ad fires, which is gonna happen in, I think we snoozed it. Someone snoozed it, maybe. Did I snooze it? Possibly. Hopefully he'll return in time for the millennium. Oh yeah, exactly. Justice for Salvo Authority. Really? You can activate that? Oh, I can activate that? Okay, we can try it then. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to ad break and try this to see how it goes, if I can figure this out. Let's see. 60-second ad. All right, we'll go to this for 60 seconds. Hopefully this works. This should kick us over. So those that aren't, those of you who aren't subbed to the channel, you will get an ad. Please stick around because it does support the channel to experience the ad. But we won't. We're just testing if this goes to the scene, and then we'll hang out there. I'll talk to you guys about something. I don't know, but you won't miss anything crucial. I know this is crucial stuff you're seeing right now, but you won't miss it. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Maybe. Oh, okay, that worked. Cool. It took me to the thing. So pre-roll ads are disabled for 21.
Bob Thrilla here on the ones and twos. Next up we have Samantha and the Pythons.
I can't control if you guys do this. Here we go. And now it's going to go back to the main scene, I think. It's not going to go back to the right one. Darn it.
That was Samantha and the Pythons with their hit single, Down to Down Down.
Why do I do this?
Why do I do this voodoo I don't do?
Okay, and we're going to go to this one. There we go. Let's see. So you can activate an ad. So that did work. And then now we have an ad over on this. Great. Don't what? Let me skip this ad. I don't want this. Go away. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, so now we need something when the ad's over, which I don't know how much longer we have for the ad. Is it over already? It might be. I'm not sure. Ad starts. Okay, your ad is about to start. What? Why are you doing another ad? What? All right. I thought we ran an ad just now. Why are you? Yeah, exactly, Geek Devotions. The problem is all these scene changes, they go back to this main screen when they're done. They don't go back to the last scene I was in. I don't know how to do that. There might be a way. That's going to take a lot of rejiggering if I want to try to figure that out, though. Geek Devotion says, back in the movie timeline, searching for Salvo Authority. Wow. Dale says, are you doing the Heathcliff theme? I'm not trying to. Geek Devotion says, yeah, that's what's going on. But I missed a lot of what Paul said, so let me catch up. Paul says, it looks like Retro is lost in the movie space-time continuum again. Yeah, I thought you were on the ship traveling through the movie timeline searching for your forgotten Salvo Authority. No, Paul says, with that other background. Yeah, this you're talking about this one. Yeah. Hopefully he'll return in time for the millennium. Wow. You can activate an ad, and I did that back in the movie time. Okay, now I'm caught up. So essentially what I wanted, here's the thing. Womps aren't going to work here. I could do on-screen effects. I could bring on-screen effects over here. Let me do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll have on-screen effects work here, but disable the other ones so that it's not switching the scenes and stuff. But you can still have the on-screen effect things. So let me do that. Duplicate. We want the on-screen redemptions. All right, so there you go. So now you do get the on-screen redemptions like Womp and what have you. Now let's center that up. Okay, there we go. So essentially I need to have something that disables all the other. So I need to put actions in a certain place where in a queue that when ads are on, it doesn't those are disabled or pauses those cues. Something like that is what I need to do. Okay. I think that's worthwhile doing.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
No problem. I think it's worthwhile to do those things. Though now that I'm looking at this, I feel like I want the chat to actually be more like, yeah, like disabling that one. Oh, let's make sure this is working. Did it go? Did it go? Dang it! I missed the whole ad thing. Let me go back here.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, are you leaving Geek Devotions? Said I was typing, so the screen effects reset you, but on-screen works. Yeah. The on-screen ones will be fine. But Lord God, thank you so much for Geek Devotions being here. Thank you for him rating. I pray the rest of his stream went well. I don't know if you gave me a recap on that. Did you end up finishing the prop hide and seek thing? Did you get a win, or how did the rest of that go? Anyway, Lord, please be with Dallas and Celeste. Be with Dallas as he's working on this new project of his, or this book that he's writing about prayers that I really think he should call Pray Gundam It. But I mean, I'm not the writer, so I'll let him decide the title. But please, Lord, give him inspiration and insight and wisdom about what he should title this book he's writing. But thank you for giving him the creativity and the wisdom to write the book at all. I pray over them, over Geek Devotions, for all they do, and look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. Have a good one, Dallas. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, we got a win. LO night, folks. Awesome. I'm glad you got a win. Okay, so ad break ends in 55 seconds. All right, good. But we want to figure out this whole queue thing. So let's see. So there's queues. So I need a queue that's like ad break queue, like ad. This will be ad or during. Let's see, off during ads, something like that. Does blocking mean it stops it? I don't know, but off during ads. Okay, so now let's say one of the actions we have that I don't want to trigger during ads is the versus one. So let's go to versus or fight. Let's see, that's up here. Okay, fight. So let me double click on this. So default queue will put this in the off during ads queue. Always run, even queue is pause, exclude from action queue pending. Okay, so now this is in this off during ads. So now if we're in ads right now, and I'm gonna go to, how long are we? Are we still in ads? Okay, we're out of ads now. So I'm gonna go out of ads. Main game. Okay, there we go. Q. Yes, not the letter Q. A Q as in a Q like a line. Oh my word. I think you know that. I think you're just messing with me. But if we go to the ad break, what we want to do is add. We want to look at core. We want to look at cues, I think. Action cues. Okay, action cues. We want to set action cue. Let's see. Set action queue pause state. Yes, that's what we want. So we want the queue of off during ads to pause. We want to pause while we're in the ad break. Yes, Q. Hey, Raywill. How are you doing this evening? Howdy, Raywill. So Cellcast. Okay, so we have it when it pauses the queue. It pauses these actions, certain actions, when we're in the ad break. Now I need something that when we're out of the ad break, it pops us back in and turns the cues back on. So let's copy this action. Duplicate action. This is going to be ad break done or over. Over. All right. Now for ad break over, This is going to trigger when the ad. Let's see. Can I? Do we have another? I don't want to simulate this. Copy trigger. Don't run. No, okay, let's do ad. Apparently, this is something different. Ads. No ad. How do I know when the ad is done? Twitch ads. Okay, let me delete this. Delete this one. Yes. So maybe it will just. Is it always the same amount of time? Maybe. Are ads always like 60 seconds? I don't think they're always going to be the same amount of time. So how do I know when it's over? Ads, ad run, upcoming ad. No, but ad run, ads, ad run. Yes. And well, all right. I guess we have to go look on the documentation. So here we go. StreamerBot. Yay, documentation. It's the best. I'm actually thankful for how thorough StreamerBot's documentation is for the most part. For some of the meld stuff, it's lacking, but I don't do a whole ton of stuff getting the stuff that it does work on meld. It's good enough. Anyway, we want triggers, and I want Twitch. So that's right here. Twitch. Ads. Okay, ad run. So the event triggers at the start of an ad break. Yeah. General variables, source action, just broadcaster variables, broadcaster. Upcoming ad mid-roll. Trigger for, there's a Twitch ad mid-roll? Removed. Okay, this from trigger utilize undocumented support. Twitch. Okay, so that's not helpful. So we'll go back. And yeah, how do I know when an ad's over? Maybe there's not a way to know when an ad is over. Then triggered during an ad break. Upcoming ad. Is there a way to know with this? Trigger for upcoming ad run. Yeah, but is there a way ad length? Oh, okay. The length of the upcoming ad run in seconds. Okay. That's actually helpful. So if I know the upcoming ad run, wait, do I have that with the other one? Because that'd be really nice if it just gave me the ad length with this. Oh, ad run, ad length. Okay, right here. So we have this variable of ad length. So essentially what I'm going to do, I don't need a separate command. I can just say, we're going to copy this. Ad length in milliseconds. That's actually probably better. So milliseconds, we'll take that. Then we'll go back to StreamerBot. We don't need an ad break over. We're going to delete this. Yes. We're going to just use this ad break one. We're going to add a delay, add core delay. That's the length of the ad break. So however long the ad break is, that's how long it's going to delay for. Then we're going to go back to the main scene. So we're going to duplicate sub action of show scene. We say we're going to go back to the main scene, main game. Okay. And we're going to unpause the queue. So duplicate that one, but then choose it to resume. All right. There we go. Nice. Okay. So now we need to just go through and add those certain ones to the queue, and we'll be good. Let me save our progress so far. Okay. 9-second noir. That is going to go into the off during ads queue, along with the photograph, or we'll do the trigger, because as long as the trigger doesn't happen, we'll be fine with the other one. Off during ads, fight first game, off during ads, perfect. 2 hours later, all these ones they just turn on, but you won't see them. So I'm going to leave those be. You might still hear them. You just won't see them. Move spin. Let's see. That's an on-screen effect, so that's fine. What's this? Visibility? Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't know what that really is for. Oh, that's the Fixit Francisco. Okay. Womp is fine too, because that's on-screen. Achievements. So the achievements need to be paused, because those change the scenes. So we're going to add these to... wait, no. Always run, even if queue is paused. No, we can't do that. You turn that off. This is going to be off during ads. Off during ads. Off during ads. Off during ads. And womp. Off during ads. Animate achievement? Yeah, since these aren't going, it won't trigger. None of these trigger this anime achievement, so we don't have to worry about this one. List my achievements, that can still go. Those are fine. Name it Roy is fine. Rip is fine. RP clip, that's fine. Just plays online. Culture box, no. The lower thirds, no. Pop-up retro, those are fine. Prototype, sorry, adventures. Yeah, I'm not really using those. I should just delete those. Smoke running on half stream up tools, no. Testing, okay. Utilities, let's see, cycle lore. Yeah, this I also want to add in that queue because this actually moves this lower banner, which I've actually forgot it's paused right now. So this needs to be off during ad breaks because that would trigger it to switch. But while I'm thinking about it, let me change that to let me change it. Services, timers. Oh, it is going. Okay, so it has been changing. I'm just apparently not aware of it. Go back to the actions. Give to reset. Screenshot, tip jar message. I think we're good. I think that's all the main ones that I would want off when we're in ad breaks. So, let's see. Do we have another ad coming up at any point? No, I guess we're fine. All right. So, ad break scene, I think it is done. That's in the books. Channel points for Bible is in the books. All right. So, here's what we have still. We have the Roy emote to work on. We have the channel points redemption for 80s and 90s trivia. There was something, though, that came to mind while I was working on that stuff that I was like, oh, I really should work on that. Like, turning off these ads. Oh, my goodness. I don't care about sausage egg McMuffins, but thank you for the music. So we got this. Got this. Oh, okay. So we have enough people now where I want to see what the end credits look like. It will change if we get more people that show up here at the end, but it'll be interesting to see how it changes or whatnot. Bob says, just a thought, it'd be neat to have a laugh track, and we'll be right back stream when the Twitch stream goes to ads. Okay, sure. That's fine. We could do that. But here's what we'll do. I think that's inspired, Bobo. Here's what we'll do. Let me do this real quick. Thank you for saying something. No, I no hear you. Oh no. Well, it's not a major loss, guys. But I think I'm thinking of the web show 80s Dan. That show did something like that. Okay, interesting. But yeah, let's get a sound. Let's get a laugh track sound. Main game. Now I want to be right back. Okay, now we're in. There we go. So where I get a lot of my sound clips is just I go to soundboard. And like see if I can find something. Laugh track. Seinfeld laugh. That's a bit too much of the music. If it's a little shorter, I'd be like, yes, but no, too much. Oh, actually, that was about the perfect amount, I think. It like ended early. So. Sorry about that, guys. Ashley was needed some support there for a bit. I think a lot of you know that recently she lost her dad, and so it's causing a lot of challenges. So, okay. So what we're doing this one. Let me listen to this one again. I wish it did that music cue into the laugh track, not the vice versa. But we'll do something else here. Oh, there's that one. I mean, these are good. I don't know if there's... That one's a bit much. Okay. I think that one's decent. Okay, we'll do that one. So we'll download the MP3. We'll put this in live streams. I'll put this in here. All stream assets. Sound effects. I'll say laugh track. Laugh. track. Okay. No worries. Praying for a thank you, Cellcast. Appreciate that so much. All right. How are we doing with? Is there another ad break coming that we're just not aware of? Okay, but we will put in. Oh, Inception me. Okay. Now we'll go back to the ad thing. So the ad break. So we're going to add a sound. And this is going to be core, play system. I think system, play sound. No, sound. There it is. Play sound. And we're going to find that sound. Default. No, we want this to be played. And this is just very particular to my system. I want these sounds played through Realtek digital output. We're going to find the name here is in Allstream Assets, sound effects. And this is laugh track, open. Okay. Just 100%. We'll do 150 actually. 150%. Finish playing before
Fixit
continuing.
Francisco?
I'm trying, Paul. Wait. Which thing do I need to fix? Laugh track or just applause would work? Okay. No worries. Praying. Okay. Got. File name. There we go. Okay. So that'll play when it starts, or when the ad break starts. It'll play the laugh track, and also go to the meld. It'll just go to the ad break, so people won't hear the laugh. You guys will hear the laugh when it's if you're sub to the channel, but other people may hear a little bit of it before it goes to the ad. All right, so I think.
Francisco?
What do I need to fix, Tungsten? You guys are doing that, I think, because we're in the Fixit streams. I'm going to try to go to an ad, and we'll see if this all works. If we hear the laugh track, all that. For those of you who are not sub to the channel, apologize for another one of these, but this should end automatically because we have it built in for the delay to be however long the ad break is. And so this is a 60 minute ad. Wow, that'd be miserable. A 60-second ad. So we'll be back in a minute. It should change over to the screen where it says be right back and all that. So you hopefully won't miss anything. So we're going to start that now. Okay, good. So it cued the laugh track. I don't know if you guys heard that. Cued the laugh track, brought us to this scene. 60 minutes. Yeah, exactly, D-Tungsten. 60 minutes. Whoa. All right, so we'll see if now when it's over, it should kick us back to the main screen. I wonder if we could even have a timer in here. That'd be really cool, but I'm not gonna worry about that now because the ad breaks may change, and so I don't always know how long the timer will be. We'll just sit here, hang out. Here's a quick bit of trivia for you guys while we're sitting here. Well, you're watching the ad. Okay, thank you. And I'm listening to another McDonald's ad. Oh my goodness. You really want me to have a sausage egg McMuffin. You really, really do. Yep, definitely see an ad. Okay, well, that's good. So, okay. So the ad should be over. Hopefully. Are you guys seeing? Did it come back from the ad when it was over or no? Because it should be over now. Let me look at my done. Awesome. Fantastic. Glad that worked. And yeah, perfect. Do you think Ababo the laugh track should happen again when we come back from the ad? If you keep working on this part, we can keep seeing ads, and you can repeat the extra pennies from those. Yeah, exactly. Score. You thought this was just to fix this ad break thing. No, this is for me to just get all the pennies. Well, no ad for you, of course, Ken, because you're sub to the channel. Cellcast says Mickey D's, really out to be paying for you those Spotify ads. Yeah, I'm using YouTube Music, but yeah, essentially. D10 says, I got to come back from the ad when the ad was over. Okay, perfect. You too can have no ads. That's true. Become a Fire Knight, and we give you, if you become a Fire Knight, then I do give you guys a free Twitch subscription every month. You just have to remind me. for it. Remind me of it. And then you get no ads. Or you could just be a Twitch sub and a Fire Guard if you want. I just trying to save you guys money. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't know. You guys know your finances. I don't. I appreciate any support you give, whether it's watching ads because that helps or whatever. Bob says, I'm thinking of applause coming back. Can you fade in applause and fade the laugh track on the outro? Let me see. Maybe. Let's look here. There's no real fade for this, unfortunately. So I can't fade things. Finish playing before continuing. I could have this. I mean, I could. Well, no. Then the ad break would go, but then we'd be waiting a while. So no, I want the rest of this to go. But I could probably do applause when I come back, and that'd be a nice audio cue to me anyway to know we're coming back. So let's see. Let's find something. That's a good call though, Babo. Let's do soundboard again. We'll do applause. I can spell applause. I kind of like that. I kind of like kids saying yay. Let's see. I almost want just a yay applause, very stifled applause. No, these are too big. Let's see. I want a very what would you call that? Small applause? If I could spell applause. No. Let's see. Detunct says, going to check out Owasia. Oh God, thank you so much for Detungsten being here for a bit. I pray he has a great time over on Owasia's channel. Please protect him, provide for him. May his Mr. videos be going well. As he continues to make those, may they be doing well and helping people figuring out their Mr. systems. And I look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. Have a good one, Detungsten. Thank you for being here. Small applause. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be it. More like yay. Unexcited applause. No. Sad hype. Stop. How about you stop? Underwhelmed. Really? Did I not spell that right? Underwhelmed? Is it just whelmed? Fine, whatever. Stop. Hammer time. No, that wouldn't be it. We'll just say quiet applause. Quiet applause. Seriously, why don't you have any of these? Am I spelling applause wrong all of a sudden? Dull applause. Here we go. Yeah, just all right, he's back. Yay. No, that's way too much. I'm just looking at different applauses, guys. A short applause. That works. Okay, we will download the MP3. Short applause is good. Okay, now we're gonna do add, or actually let's just we'll duplicate this. When we come back, we'll cue this sound, and it will be the short applause right here. Perfect. Okay, so now that should work. Okay, good. We're done with ad break. Fantastic. I think now, guys, what I would like to do is Well, first off, let me ask you guys: is there anything, any of the triggers or actions I've done, or either I've done tonight, or that I have as part of the stream that you would like to see me go through how I do it? I know Ken had mentioned he'd love to see how the first command works, like go under the hood of that one. So we could do that if no one else has any other suggestions. Waiting patiently for a response from the crowd. What would they say? What would they say? Would they say first again? Would they say something else? Who knows? Will we ever find out? I don't know. But maybe one day we will. First. Okay, so Bobo would like to see first as well. Okay. I don't know if I would love to make this actually a video that people could utilize, but I'm going to do my best to talk through it. This may not be like a video that you can go back to and actually see things very well, Ken, but maybe, hopefully. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Francisco from the Retro Rewind Pod and FireJoyStudios.com. I've been asked how I do my first command. The first command, let's see if we can show you. Wow, guys. Wow. Just as I get into it, it's like, oh, ad time. Time for the ad. Well, I'll be right back, guys.
Năm mới vẫn là extra value meals tại McDonald's. Giờ đây thưởng thức sausage McMuffin with egg thơm ngon, thêm khoai hash browns và một ly cà phê nhỏ chỉ $5. For a limited time only, prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Hawaii, Alaska, and California, and for delivery.
Okay, guys. The laugh track is a bit loud. Okay, that's good to know. Let me fix that. Break, laugh track. How was the applause? Was that loud too? I imagine not so much. We'll say 110 for that. Okay. So thank you for watching that break. Man, tons of ads. Jeez Louise. But I'm glad we have this thing where we'll go to something else now. Was ads that regular before? I mean, I don't really know. I wasn't ever seen when it was ads or not. Don't think I noticed as much on the applause. Okay, cool. I'll just leave that be then. Okay, so what was I doing? Something super important, I'm sure. I was gonna go through. I was gonna do the whole first thing. Okay. All right, Ken. Are you at a point where you can ask questions as I do this? Let's see. When does it say the next ad break is going to be? It doesn't. Okay, good. Let's keep it that way. The first command. Thank you, Bobo. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Francisco from the Retro Rewind podcast and Firejoy Studios. I've been asked how I do this little achievement effect on my streams. I will play here for you. I'm going to ask the audience for help. First, I need to reset one of my globals, which we'll get into here in a second. But first, share achieved. We're going to change this to true. True. And I'm going to ask Bobo or anyone else here, maybe Ken, to do the first command, and we'll see a little first achievement pop up on screen sometime. Once they get it, I know they will. Here it comes. There you go. And it didn't work. Well, this is where we edit this out. Jeez, why didn't that work? That should have worked. Was there something else? Let me look at my... Apparently it's been a while. Yay, editing. Yeah, exactly. Let me see how this even works. Okay, first achieved. If my first equals true, first bool. Oh. Did I do the wrong one? That could be. Global variables. Oh, that's okay. I'm using the wrong one. That's from something else. Okay. So we want first bool is what we want. Or is it? Yeah, first bool. And that's is that non-persisted? It is, okay. All right. So get ready. First, I notice you are using StreamerBot. Yes, I'm using StreamerBot. Do you need me to go through the whole where to get StreamerBot and stuff? I guess I could do that. That wasn't my plan. But let's do this. Okay, nope. Okay, cool. So, and we'll show you how to do this first achievement effect. Once someone here does, they'll have to enter. So the point of this command is someone enters first or exclamation point first into your chat, like these folks here are about to do. And you'll see this achievement effect come up, and it will also give them a trophy. There we go, like this. So I named this achievement Icebreaker. You can name it whatever you want. And then it goes back to the main scene. So let's see how that ends up working. Yeah, thank you, Bobo, for breaking the ice. Apparently, sometimes if you get people that do it at the exact same time, it will attribute it to both of them, like what happened here. But now, and then once the first has been achieved, it can no longer be achieved. So how do we achieve this effect? Well, there's several things that go into it. First, when you have you go into StreamerBot and you need to set up. We'll go into the main achievement that happens. There's an achievement component and there's the animation component, which the animation, you're going to do that yourself. I'll show you how I do mine, but you're going to have to set that up your own way, in a way you want, using Canva or whatever graphics programs you want to use to achieve it. Hold on, guys. You have to enter. There you go, Ken. I was going to say, you need to enter someone into the MVP. You can't just be blank. I think I do have it where you can nominate yourself. But you can't do it. Oh, Ken, here's the thing. You can only see you jinxed yourself because the nomination you can only do that once per stream, essentially, and you nominated no one. So you can ask people to nominate you. That might work. But let's see. Yeah, achieve MVP. No, I want the command MVP. So let me look at commands. MVP. I'm just going to double check this. MVP nomination. Cooldowns. Yeah, it's not going to work until essentially the next stream is use your cooldown of 999,000. Wow, 9,999 seconds. That way you can't just someone can't just nominate someone over and over again. Sigh indeed, Ken. Yeah, but if you guys feel like Ken is worthy of being MVP this time, you can do !MVP Kennethan or @Kennethan. Both of them should work. All right, so let's get back to this first command. Okay. Very kind of you, Bobo. There's one nomination. I will, I'll add into the mix. Why not? Give Ken another trophy here. We'll do MVP @Kennethan. There you go. You just need one more, Ken. Let's see how good your campaign skills are. All right, back to this first command. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a new command, and you do that. You can, when you first load up StreamerBot, you won't have all these buckets of commands like I do now, but you'll essentially just have a blank page where under actions, and just in case you're not in the same place, you're going to go to when all this loads up, you're going to go, you may see this home, you're going to click on actions here, this button, or in the left hand rail, click on actions. Then it'll take you to this page where you'll see all your actions. If you don't have any, then it'll be blank, of course. So if we start out, we're going to left click. Nope. We're going to right click, click add, and then this will bring up a box for making a new action. So we could just call this our first action. You could call it first, you could call it dog, you could call it whatever you want. If you want to put it in a certain group, you can, if you want to make lots of achievements, maybe you make a group for achievements. If you don't have anything here to select from, all you have to do is write whatever group you want. So you could say testing first actions, or StreamerBot testing, anything like that. And then the queue for now, just go ahead and leave that default. Now, if you want to look at these toggles, random action, I honestly don't know what that does. Probably don't do, well, it sort of tells you here. When enabled, we'll run a random top level sub action. That can be useful, and sub actions we'll get into in a little bit, but I've never used that. Concurrent means all the sub actions you have will run at the same time instead of one after another. Always run even if queue is paused. That goes back to this queue thing where you can have certain actions. Maybe you don't want some actions to run during other actions. So that this way you can say, hey, I want this to be paused at certain times. And then you can exclude this action from being paused or being part of a queue. So we're going to leave all those unchecked for now. Click OK. Now in this new action we have where we just set up, and if like, oh, where'd it go? We just set up this StreamerBot testing group. And so our action is underneath that. So we're in this first action. So how is this action going to happen? Well, we want it to trigger whenever someone first says, whenever there's been one person that has said something. So what we're going to first do is we're going to look for any chat that happens. So we're going to, and actually I'm going to double check this because I don't remember if this is how I do it actually. So let me go to achievements, look at my first action. Okay, so you need, oh, that's right. I do it through a command. So it's not just the first person to talk. You actually have to do the first, a command called first. So to set up a new trigger, so you have triggers and you have commands. Triggers are the things, and they're sort of independent from one another. You can have one trigger that initiates lots of different commands, or a command that's initiated from lots of different triggers, depending on what's going on. So they're very modular in that way. So, and you can do triggers first, you can do sub actions first. I'm usually doing the sub actions and the triggers, but you can do it in whichever order you want. For the triggers, we're going to make a new trigger, and I'm going to do this mainly for Twitch. In the Twitch sphere, there are actions for Twitch, Kick, Trovo, and YouTube, I believe. They're right here. YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, and Kick. Unfortunately, there aren't ones for other platforms. Like I stream to Rumble, but there aren't any right now, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and go into Twitch, and we want to choose the chat, and then nope, we don't want these. See, this is why I'm not making videos, Ken, because I'm like, because I'm doing this off the cuff, so I guess I can. It's okay. I'm doing this off the cuff. You're not like paying for a professional like tutorial. Hopefully, this is helpful in some regard. Okay. Most times when you want something, you can always edit. Yeah. Most times when you want something triggered in chat, it's through a command. That's a very popular way of doing things on Twitch. So exclamation point. SO for shout out, or exclamation point commands, so get a list of commands, etc. So for this one, we're going to do exclamation point first, so that if someone types that in, then whatever you want to have happen for this first achievement will happen. So to do this, we're going to right click add, or go to add, then core. We want core commands or core triggers. We want commands, and then command triggered. And then for this, we say any. This will give you a list. If you click on any, it'll give you a list of all your current triggers. We're going to create a trigger just for the demonstration of this. We'll say this is first command. You can name it wherever you want. This is just so you can locate it easily in the triggers list. Mode, I usually just use normal. I don't do regex is, I forget what the regular expressions. I don't know regular expressions. If you do, you could probably utilize this way better than I could. But we want this to be enabled, and we want the location to be at the start. You can have it so that it's an exact location or anywhere in the text string, but I usually do commands at the start. So you have to start your wherever you're typing with this command. And now in command, you're going to type wherever this actually the command is going to be. So in our case, we'll say first. But since I already have a first command, we'll make this one a little different. You might say first chat, and then that'll just be the name of the command that people have to type in, or first here. We'll say first here. Then the group is if you want to group up your triggers in a certain way, you could do that here. You don't have to have a group though. Then in options, you have ignore bot accounts. So you don't want bots to trigger this. That's usually a good idea. Ignore internal messages. I'm pretty sure this means if you're testing this, you want to have this off, because if you're going to test from your own channel, it'll ignore your tests. But if you want to make sure that it doesn't trigger if you do something, then have ignore internal messages. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. The persist user count, these are used for other programmatic elements within the persist user count and persist counter. I usually leave those unchecked. And then case sensitive, if you want to make sure that someone has to type in maybe capital F or something for this to work and lowercase f will not, then case sensitive works. I usually leave case sensitive off. So first here. All right. Then we have, so those are the options. Then you have your cooldowns. For cooldowns, for this, we don't need to worry about cooldowns because we're going to set something up so that whoever it does first, that closes the gate for anyone else to get the first command. So if you have a command that lots of people can trigger, then you may want to have your user cooldown up so that only one person can do it, or one person can only do their command every so often, or maybe you only want the command to trigger for everyone only once every so often. So global cooldown would be used for that. And then the sources is if you want the command to be triggered from a Twitch message, a whisper, a bot whisper, etc., or a YouTube message. Also, they also have a Trovo and Kick. I don't usually deal with any of those, but we'll just say this is for Twitch. All right, fantastic. Now we go to the permissions. Can be a little weird how permissions work. Let's see. Bob says I can get triggered without a command. Wow, that's amazing. And Ken's laughing at that. Grant type is allowed. Essentially, you're saying what's allowed over here or what's denied. So right now, if you leave this as a grant type allowed, and essentially right now, this command can be allowed by everyone. If you want to say it's only allowed by certain people, let's say you only want your mods to be able to use this, then you click on moderators and then click over, and now moderators can only use this first command. Like it will only trigger, this will only act as a trigger for an action if a moderator were to trigger it. On the flip side, maybe you only want this for people that are new viewers, like mods. You don't want your mods to be able to do this. In that case, you go up to grant type, choose deny all, and now you're saying anyone that I'm put in this bucket is denied. Everyone else will be fine, but if you're denied, anyone who's denied is over here, or can't. The trigger won't affect any actions if the person who triggered it is a mod. So we're going to go back to allow and have everyone be able to do this. So again, if allowed is empty, pretty much anyone can do this command. All right, we'll click OK, and now we'll click OK, and we have our trigger ready. So if someone types in first exclamation point first here, it will do something. Right now, it's going to do nothing because we don't have any sub actions. So think of your actions as the sort of bucket for all the programming that happens. Then the sub actions are the functions within that big bucket, or all the water molecules within the bucket that actually fill it up. So, and then maybe the trigger is your handle that you can carry and do stuff with the bucket. I don't know. It's not the best analogy. But anyway, sub actions. How you create a new sub action is with, again, you right click and then you're going to click add. And this is where we're going to do a bunch of the nitty gritty for the first. Now with this, I'm going to go back to the original and just show you what I have and talk through it as opposed to writing it all out, because there's quite a bit here. So go back to our first achievement. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a global variable, and there's persistent global variables and non-persistent global variables. Essentially what the difference is, persistent global variables will keep whatever state they have between sessions of StreamerBot. It's like your save file on your old Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis games. You take the game out and you put it back in, you still have that file there. It's still there on the cartridge, you still have it. So that would be persistent. So if you want a variable or a global variable like that, then you want it clip persistent. If you just needed to the variable to hold a value for your current session, then you don't want it to be persistent. So you untoggle this. Then for a variable name, I usually do bools if it's going to be a true or false variable, and that's what this is. So first underscore bool, and the whole capitalization, that's just a throwback to computer science and programming. Usually constants and globals would be all uppercase. That's what I recall anyway. So that's why I'm doing this uppercase thing for global variables. So you want to set up what your global variable is, where this value is going to be stored in the scope of all of StreamerBot. So any sub action, whatever action you make, if you need a sub action to be able to locate the value in this global variable, the variable name is what that global variable you're going to be looking for is. Then you have so that's the broad StreamerBot scope. Then the smaller scope of just this sub action is the destination variable. Like, this variable will only be used within this sub action. Where do you want it to essentially take the variable of you're setting up this first bool variable, and then you're also setting up a destination variable within the scope of this small sub action. So I just usually start that with my first, and then essentially the name of the constant, but my first, and camel case it. Default value can just leave blank. But if you know you want to have something that starts off with a 0 or a space or something like that, you can enter that in the default value. Okay, we need that global because that's what's going to trigger if someone types in first, then it will set, right now it's currently set to true. First bool when you start the stream will be set to true, and I'll show you how you do that later after we go through these. That's sort of a stream setup thing, but you're going to initialize it with true. That way you can go into then you can set up an if statement. You do that with add. Oh, and I should say for globals, that's through add core globals, and then you want global set. You want to set up a global variable. So that's what we did. That's what I'm sorry. Oh, that was a get. Oh, misspoke. Not perfect. This guy, not perfect right here. My name's Richie Cunningham, and this is my wife Oprah. Okay. So this, I was saying we were saying a global. This is actually getting a global. So let me. I do need to take a step back. So you can only get a global value once you've set a global value somewhere else. The reason I don't set a global value here is because if I set it here, it will, every time I run this action, it'll reset it. And so if I have this first bool global variable, it will constantly get set to true every time someone types in exclamation point first. It'll like start this set of sub actions. And if the first one is set first bool to true, it'll always be true because it'll always just start that off. So I need to set it somewhere else so that it has a true state that can then be manipulated by this other action. So I have this whole slew of an action called reset achievements. Okay, if we go into reset achievements, I have a whole bunch of global functions that I set here that will trigger whenever my stream goes online. So I have a trigger called add, and then this one is Twitch, I believe, and then channel, and then stream is online. So as soon as the stream goes online, that is what triggers whatever sub actions I have tied to it to happen. So essentially I also have a manual reset trigger that happens if I need to do it manually, but something I can type in, a command I can type in if I need to do it in the middle of the stream. But regardless, whenever this stream well, while we're here, here's a question for you guys. This is 80s trivia. What are the 3 colors of the shirts that Alvin, Simon, and Theodore wear from Alvin and the Chipmunks? Still loud? Jeez Louise. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, the 3 colors of the shirts that Alvin, Simon, and Theodore wear. I know the answer to this. I'm curious if you guys know. Those of you who are here with her during our ad break. Well, I believe it's red for Alvin, blue for Simon, and green for Theodore. Let's see. Well, it just says red, blue, and green, but yes, I got that right. Close, Ken. It was a red, blue, and green, not red, yellow, and blue. All right. And another bit of trivia here. Oh, yes. And this is 80s. What color was reintroduced to a standard pack of M&Ms in 1987? I have no idea. So 1987, Ken, you're like, what? 10? No, I'm kidding. I should have said something. Why did I go with 10? I should have said like 60 to really razz you, you know. But yeah, what color was reintroduced to a standard pack of M&Ms in 1987? You guess red. Okay, I'm going to guess blue. Burgers? Oh, that's probably the ad. Yeah, 1987. So red. Okay, I'm gonna guess blue. Let's see. You're right. It is red. They didn't have red then. Really? They didn't have red back before 1987. That's so strange. That's like one of the easiest ones. Red dye was cancerous. Really? Oh my gosh. Or it was thought. Jeez, Louise. Okay. All right, still going. And so it was removed. Oh, interesting. Very, very cool. And then add again. Yeah, after they got the... Well, I'm back. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for the applause. All right, where were we? I think we were in this part. I have to run now. Going to hang with the land. What? But I'm doing this for you. No, that's fine. We'll watch the VOD. Okay, cool. Lord God, please be with Ken the rest of his night. Thank you for him being here. I pray Dad's Fest was fun and he has a good time hanging out with Luann. Thank you for his friendship, and I look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. Thank you for being here, Ken. Have fun. Yes, have fun with Luann. Awesome. Amen and thanks, of course. Okay. What's next? Okay, so continuing on with this. So I set up all these variables. Hey, Cool Deluxe. All these variables in this initialization, essentially, action that will trigger whenever the stream starts. So one of those is I set a global variable. So again, to set a global variable, you'd right click, go to add, core, globals, and global set. You always want to set the global before you get the global. So for the first command, I'm setting one called, I'm making it global, making it not persisted because it's only going to retain its value. It's going to be initialized for this stream and just keep it for this stream. I don't have to worry about it maintaining the same value stream to stream to stream. So variable name is first underscore bool, and I set the value to true to start. I just leave auto type selected most of the time. StreamerBot does a good job of just knowing what the type is, whether it's string or int or bool. So click OK. So now whenever, again, the stream goes online, it sets all these globals, including first bool. Now back to our first action that we are working on for this achievement. Now we need to get that value. So that's where I was a little confused before. To get the value, again, we do add, right click in the sort of sub actions window, add, core, globals, and then we want global get. And then it'll bring up a window where you fill in the variable name, which the variable that we're trying to get from where we set it in the scope of StreamerBot, so that we can have it for the scope of this sub action is we want to get the variable first bool. And then the destination variable, how we're going to use that, how we're going to use and manipulate the value is we need a variable that's just for the scope of this sub action. So I'm going to call that my first bool. And the default value I don't have to set because we're bringing it in from the global of first bool. We click OK. And now we need it to be true to start because we want this if else action to start off true. So once someone hits first or does the first command, it triggers the sub action. It grabs wherever the first bool value is, which at the start of the stream is true. Then it goes into this if statement. And to get an if statement in StreamerBot, you do add core logic, and then you want if else. And then it'll bring up a window like this. And what we're looking for is we want to, what value we're looking at for comparison is the my first bool, which is the local scope variable that we got from the global of first bool. And when you're, and this sort of threw me a bit when I was getting adjusted to StreamerBot. When you're getting and setting variables, you do not put these percent signs around them in these get and set statements. But when you're using it in, if you're trying to evaluate whatever, if you're trying to get the value, get at whatever the value is in the variable, then you need to wrap your variable name with these percent signs. That's how StreamerBot knows, okay, I need to evaluate this variable to see what the value is so that I can then use it. So we're looking at where the value of my first bool is, which to begin with is going to be true because that's what we set it at the beginning. The comparison that we're doing is we're seeing if it equals. You could do greater than, less than. There's lots of different operations that you're for the comparison of the if statement. But we're seeing if my first equals true. If that's the case, okay, then it's going to give you two sort of sections, a true result and a false result. In the true result, you're going to right click in that area. You're going to choose add, let's see, where is it? Add, and then whatever actions you want. What you want for the first command first is to set a global. Now here's where we set a new global for this. And this comes into play in terms of the animation that we do later, because it needs to grab these values. If you want to just have a chat message that says, hey, you're the first one, you don't have to worry about some of these elements. But I'm just going to take you through what I do. And these ones I'm going to speed through because it's for the sake of the animation. But I have a new global that I'm setting called achieve name. And this is the achievement I'm naming this. So this one would be icebreaker, the icebreaker achievement. And that'd be whatever you want to call your achievement. If you're even doing an achievement system, this could also just say the first person here or whatever. Okay, I'm setting that global. I'm also setting the global for whoever earned the achievement. And again, what happens is someone typed in exclamation point first. That then unlocks a bunch of variables that you have access to over for who triggered that command or who triggered this statement. And so you can access that by essentially exclamation or percent sign user percent sign will get you whoever typed in first. Whoever was that person is now transferred to this variable of user. Achieve earner is just the global I'm setting there. By the way, Cool Deluxe, how is your day going? How are you doing? I like your little cat emoji. I think that's one of the globals, right, from Twitch. I was asked how I do my first achievement command, and so I'm just talking through it so that people know how to do it. Okay, so then I have those two globals. Then this is where I get into, this next part is where I get into this whole tracking. Like if Cool Deluxe or Baba were to type in exclamation point trophies in chat, it gives them a little message that tells them how many times they've earned these achievements. So if you want to have that type of persistent value from stream to stream to stream, here's where this comes in. So I'm essentially saying I'm setting another global, but instead of just a destination of global, I'm choosing user redeemer. So this is the user redeemer is whoever, again, triggered this, whoever typed in the trigger or the command that triggered this sub action. So user redeemer. And then I'm just giving it a variable name of achiever first count. So now this variable name of achiever first count is linked to this user that's redeemed it. And so I think there's essentially going to be, I think the way I think of it, at least how I think of it, and you want this to be persisted, so it goes from stream to stream to stream. The way I sort of think of it is there's a class user redeemer that has its own variable of achieve first count, which is the count ID. That's just the variable name. It could be anything. It could be Joe Schmo if you want, but it's just easiest for me to remember. Achieve underscore first underscore count is how many times this person, the user who's redeemed it, has gotten the first achievement. So that's the variable name. Then you, every time they get this, you want it to increment by whatever this number is. So I only want it to increment by 1, so I choose 1 as an increment. You could also have it decrement, go down, or just set it to a straight value. So I have an increment. So that's what keeps track of how many times someone's achieved something. Then next up, I get, then I'm going to, so I set that. Now, even though you may set a global variable inside one of these sub actions, you do not have access to that value unless you then get the value. It's kind of a wonk. I feel like it's a bit of a, what would you call it? Not redundancy, but overcomplexification in StreamerBot, where you have to get this. I said it. Shouldn't it just be there? No, now you have to get the value so you have access to use it. So even though we just set this achieve first count global that's tied to the user that redeemed it, now we have to get it. So we're going to do the same, like add, core, get, the same process. But instead of, again, global for the source, we're going to choose user redeemer. It is persisted. If you select over here, you're setting a persisted user redeemer achieve first count variable, but then go to get a user redeemer not persisted achieve first count variable, it's going to look for something else. It's going to look in a different place for a variable that's not persisted. So if if you're trying to get this right variable, you want them to be either both persisted or both unpersisted. Otherwise, you're not accessing the same variable. So in our case, this is persisted because we want this to go from stream to stream to stream, from StreamerBot session to StreamerBot session. Okay, so we are getting that achieve first count global variable. Then we're putting it into a locally scoped my achieve first count variable. And again, so the destination variable could be whatever. It could be cat toy or whatever. And we don't need a default value because we already have one from wherever this count is. Then we're going to set this achievement count variable. And I'm trying to remember why I have this achievement count. Where are we saying this to? Okay. This is the value, the global value that's going into the animation of the little widget that I have that comes on screen. So the achieve count is a global variable I'm setting to just so that I can just have that in this. But now that I look at this, this actually does not need to be persisted because this will change each time. I don't know why I have this persisted because it's always going to update to this. But so that I don't break anything at this point, I'm going to just leave that on. So it's a variable name that it's a global. That's the achievement count, which will be passed into our little animation. The value is now here because we are actually not saying this to a value and actually want to evaluate whatever this variable is. We don't want to set the value of this to a string called my achieve first count. We want actually to change to apply the value of whatever's in my achieve first count to this global. So we need to put the parentheses on it here. Okay. Then after that's done, we then go into this action that's animate achievement. We'll go into that in a second, but we'll just wrap this up. Then we finally will set the first bool, that first global variable we made, to false. That way, if someone else does the first achievement, it'll go right here to this if statement. It'll say, If my first equals true, it does not. Okay, so it's a false statement. So it goes right down here to false, where we don't have any actions. But then it's sort of just the action's over at that point. So we set it to false here, though, so that it's ready for the next time it's run. It doesn't do anything. And then we output a Twitch message saying, which you can do by going to add Twitch, and then chat, send message to channel, and then I'll open in this dialog, much like this. And here I just say thank you, and then I use that user percent, because they're the ones who triggered this, for breaking the ice for the stream. You could say, or congrats, %, user %, you were the first one here. Something like that. And now they may not actually be the first one here. I often in my stream, people will type, and then someone else who's only got here 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the stream will type first, and they get the first achievement. But it's just a fun sort of thing to gun for. Depends on how you want to set up your stream, but I'm just showing you how I use it. Okay. Now that we've done all this, let's go back to this action. You can actually cause sub actions to run other full bucket actions in StreamerBot. And you do that by going add core actions, and then a run action. And then you pick whichever actions you have available to you. In this case, I have this action, animate achievement. So we go to animate achievement, which I have in this achievements group. And this is a lot. So I'm just going to go through this real quick. A lot of it is very meld specific. I'll try to tell you what the OBS corollary would be, but here you go. First off, I have a achievement, a scene. That's what this looks like. So you would have a scene maybe in OBS that looks something like this. I'll just leave this on here for a second. You'd have a scene in OBS that looks like this, that has essentially a text field for wherever the achievement name is, a text field for who earned it, and a text field for how many times they've earned it. That's how I have mine set up. The animated pixel art heart thing is something you'd have to either hire me to make you one, or hire someone else to make you one, or make one in Canva that's timed right. You can see here it's not the perfect timing because I manually went to achievement. In the program, you'll see there's a bit of a helper with delays and stuff, so that it doesn't just pop on the text before the animation's even opened. But that's what these globals are being used for. So I have a action that goes to that essentially it hides. So this first action will hide the achievement. It hides all the name, the count, all the aspects of that achievement thing, so that when it pops on, you don't see anything at first. It gives space for the animation to play. So it hides these first before we even go to another scene. It hides the achievement elements. Then let's see. So this hides the name. This hides who earned it. This hides who earned it. Just the text earned by. So that's static text I have. Then also the count of how many times they've earned it. Then after I've hid those elements, I do another get a global. So here I'm getting that achievement name, which we set, again, achievement name we set back in the achievement first. Down here, after the person achieved it, achieved name got set to icebreaker, because that's the achievement. Because I use this achievement animation by lots of different achievements. So I want to, whatever the achievement was that someone earned, that's the name that I want to populate into achieved name. So if this first achievement got earned, the achievement name icebreaker gets populated into this global, or gets set to that global, and then this gets whatever the name is, goes to the achieved name global and grabs it. So then we put this into my achieved name variable, and we do that with whoever earned it, also how many times they've earned it. And I have a default value of 20. I'm not sure why I have that, honestly, but it's there. I think I could actually just turn that off. I don't know why I have 20 there. That doesn't make sense that anyone would have a 20. Okay, so then retro test is just for testing. I really don't need that either, but okay, so now we have the earner, the count, all that. Now, after we've
20xx.
Welcome back to Tuxton. Is OWASP done? Or are you watching both screens at once? But okay, so and what's OWASP doing today? Is he doing Sega or he's finishing up? Okay, cool. But yeah, the we're still going through this. So I can't believe how long this. I part of me is like, how do people do tutorials that are like in under like 10 minutes? I feel like this is very complicated. Am I just making it more complicated? Am I over explaining? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. I guess you could always watch these on 2x speed. That probably helps. Next up we have let's see. Okay, so we've grabbed all the values from those global variables that were set over in the achieve first action. We're over here in the animate achievement action. So we grabbed all those values. So we're going to be able to populate them. Again, we're going to populate all those values into, if I can find it. We're going to populate into where it says icebreaker. That's the achieve name. Achieve earner is the Kennethan right there. And then 2 is the number, is the count of how many times it was achieved. So all those are there. Okay, let's see. Let me see what that chat was. Hold on. Because sometimes it says it's held for stuff. You got modded. Oh no, D-Tungsten. What were you saying? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you would say something as horrible as big sword. Really? Allow. He was playing a new indie game. It had a big sword in it. Okay, cool. Okay, let me go back to what I was explaining. Wow, mod big sword. Wow. Okay. So we have achievement count. Okay, so now after that, these are the things that in OBS you would do, like OBS scene change or OBS. I forget what I could look in here. Geez. So in OBS you'd say like add. Then we do OBS Studio scenes, and then you'd say, oh no, not scenes. Let's see, what would be scenes? Get scene, hide scene, random scene, set scene, filter state. It's been a while since I've done stuff with OBS. I'm surprised it's not coming up because you'd want to change scenes, I think. Well, you might want to just want a source to come on. So let's say sources, you would do like set source visibility state, let's say, and you pick, you'd pick wherever scene it's on. I don't have OBS open, so when have a scene it'll populate because ideally you've connected your streamer bot with OBS, and then give you your scenes and sources and all that, and you say visible, so it turns it on. I'm not doing that with Meld. I'm actually saying I'm going to set this layer. So right now I'm saying for the scene with the achievement on it, go to the layer with the name and set it to whatever this. Remember, this is the local variable of that global achieve name value, or a global achieve name variable. So we took the global achieve name, we put it into this local. We took the global achieve name, we put it. My name ain't Roy. Thanks for that, Roy Trebek, really, into the local variable my achieve name, and now we're using that to populate the text field with the achiever's name, or the name of the achievement, which is icebreaker. We do the same with the earner. We do the same with the count, and I add times on that. So if you ever want to add more text, you can do something like %, then the variable %, and then space, and then times, then wherever the actual just text you want, and it'll be just put in that text field. Then after we've populated them all, we then show the scene of the achievement, and then we delay. And this gets to how long your animation is. So I have about almost 2 seconds worth of delay before I pop on all the text layers, because I want the animation to play and then it pops on the name of the achievement, who earned it, all of those things that we had already grabbed and set all those text fields to. We're just now making them visible with these visibility states. Then we delay for 6,000 seconds so we can bask in the glory of whoever achieved it for 6 whole seconds. And then we go back to the main deal, the main game, or whatever main scene you are in. Meld, it's I think you would probably no BS, you would just turn the source of the achievement animation off. In Meld, because I want a sort of a nice transition between the two, I have it in different scenes. But so that is how the first achievement is made and done. Whew, yeah, and then 60 minutes of that. Oh my gosh, so hopefully that's helpful to you, Ken, or anyone else that watches this later. And you can make I would love to see if you make a first command, how you end up making it, what sort of flair you brought to it. Please let me know. You can find me on X at Retro Rewind Pod. You can go to firejoestudios.com and leave a comment on a post or tag me in a note or something, and love to find out how you're using this. Detung says, oh yeah, my tutorial videos are like half an hour. I could probably make them a little shorter if I wrote it down. Yeah, this I certainly didn't plan. I was doing this off the cuff, so I guess I don't feel bad. I imagine this ended up being about an hour, which is redonkulous, but anyway. Okay, guys. So that's either I was going to go till 9:30 tonight. So I think what we could do, I'll let you guys pick. Do you want me to work on more channel points redemptions, for essentially you redeem channel points for me to do 80s or 90s trivia with you? Or would you like me to work on a Roy emote, which I'm thinking I'm just going to make a Tom Selleck face. I think that's only good. That's going to be what it is. Detung says, I'm rather minimalist with my streams and editing. Totally fair. Let's see. Roy Trebek. That's funny. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see what Bob said. So, and refer to Francisco as Trebek. That'll help. Try a big S word next time. It'll go right through. Yeah, exactly. S word. LOL. Trebek. That's right, Trebek. It's not what your mother said last night. Oh, my word. Family friendly, Francisco. Family friendly. Okay, I think what we'll do is, since they're easy, I'll just do the stream redemption rewards. Let's see here. So we want family friendly family friendly S words. Exactly. Yeah. Perfect. Subscribe. That's a family friendly S word. Let's see. Where do I want these? These are in Twitch, I believe. And then channel point rewards. And then we're going to make another one. Create reward. Play. Okay. Let's see. Answer. Let's see. Ask some 80s trivia. Well, not trivia. See if that is still so loud. I don't know what to do, guys. I swear I have it really, really low, but it's still so loud. Detung says I might. Well, probably not. I'll wait till you come back, because Detung says I don't think you're subscribed. I wrote to try. I know. It's very. Oh my word. Okay. See if you or Francisco have the answer to some 80s trivia. This will be 00887. Cost. This will be just 100. Max per stream. No maximum. I don't care. Cooldown will just be 30 seconds. Okay, StreamerBot, create. Will be after these messages. Yeah, exactly. Create. Yeah, turn it up. You want it louder. Yes, we'll be right back. Exactly, Paul. After these messages, we'll be right back. I'll be back. Yeah, I could just think of all your videos, Paul. I think, Paul, you're not in that. It's because right back. Yes, exactly. Wait. Oh, I think Bobo, you're responding to Paul because I don't think Bobo is a sub, and I don't think D Tungsten is a sub. I could be wrong, and maybe you guys are hearing me this whole time. I know, Paul, you are. Book of Gaming. Oh my gosh, into an ad. Congrats.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a good run.
Oh, is that a world record? When did that happen, Book? You didn't even hear me. You look so excited. Okay, finally back. Sorry about that, guy. So, welcome everyone who came in with Book's raid. You guys, right in the middle of an ad break. For some people, I think if you just got here, you're not going to get an ad break. But, so that's why we're in that. Be right back. But I was still here screen. Welcome everyone. My name is Francisco here at Retro Rewind Pod. We play. Well, tonight we're doing a Fixit stream where I try to fix things that are wrong with the stream or upgrades I'm trying to make. But often on Monday afternoons, we'll play Mega Man or Mega Man X games. On Saturdays, we play games that remind me, and hopefully you have Saturday morning cartoons. So we're playing the game Islets, Hollow Knight we're going to start playing, and Chroma Squad we're also playing on Saturday mornings. But in a few weeks, we're going to restart the podcast that Book has been on. But me and my friend PaulJPowers.com here in chat do, called the Retro Rewind Podcast, where we review movies and games that are 15 years or older. Now that you know who I am, tell me about you. How are you doing? How are you enjoying Book's stream? Did he get enough Rising Thunder in his stream? Probably not, because I wasn't there. But Book, how is your stream? What were you just doing TMNT 2 speedruns or something else? And so was that clip? So that clip wasn't a PB. You sure we're acting like it was a world record or something, but maybe not. Okay, let me catch up with you guys now. Nah, that was a PB from over a year ago after we moved into our new home. Okay, well, still, that's so cool that you got one. D-Sung says, back. Welcome back. Bobo says, I'm Bobo. You already know me. Yes, I do, Bobo. I did not. No Rising, no Thunder. Man, darn. But okay, what were you doing then? Okay, and so I'm implementing some channel points redemptions. Now you can spend 100 channel points to ask me 80s trivia. I have some 80s trivia on cards here from a game called, I think it's just 80s trivia. Now we'll do, but Book, because you raid with over 3 people, you get to pick a Weird Al song you'd like me to do a karaoke acapella cover of, just like a verse in the chorus or something. But let me know what you would like. And now I'm going to do also, and I'm using StreamerBot now. I'm not sure if you're familiar with StreamerBot or use it, but that's what I'm working on in making my stream a little more plussed. So we're going to duplicate this reward. This is going to be called 90s trivia, because I have 90s trivia as well. And we'll say 90s trivia. Save. All right. So now you should see, you may have to refresh, but you should see 2 channel points rewards for 100 each that you can ask. Oh, actually, no, let me do this. Let me make 80s trivia cost 80 and 90s trivia cost 90. That makes more sense, I think. Okay. Let's see. Book says, did a speed run, still recovering energy from being sick. Oh, I feel drained though. No more cold symptoms. That's good. I'm glad you're No more symptoms. I hate that you're still feeling sick, though. Lord God, please be with Book as he recovers. Help him to continue to do what he can during his speed runs and everything he does with being a husband and a dad. And thank you for him bringing his community here. I pray they enjoy the time here while they're here. And I pray that you continue to heal Book. Pray all this in the name of your son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Let's see. D-Tung says, the white stuff. Yeah, I don't think I know the white stuff, but I'll do it. I'll do it. I just don't know it. Okay, we'll do this.
It's the right stuff by the New Kids on the Block. Oreo.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ashley. That's very helpful. The white stuff. Okay. The white, not the Y, the white stuff. We're out the white stuff. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The white stuff. The white stuff. The first one was a sweet one. Second one was a blast. Soon I finished off the bag. Ate 'em up real fast. You can see 'em in my teeth. Tell it when I talk. Had so many, my pancreas just went into shock. I love the white stuff, baby, in the middle of an Oreo. I love the white stuff, baby. It's the most delicious thing I know. I've had a zillion or two in my life. They're so right. My teeth are all right, clear through. But who cares what else I'm supposed to do? Oh, 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 Oreo. Oh, 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 the white stuff. Oh, 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 Oreo. What's in the middle? The white stuff. All right, there you go. Oh, my word. Thank you again for the raid book. I don't know why my raid alert does not work. I wish it did. But thank you for raiding nonetheless. Excellent. Thank you, D-Tungsten. Thank you, Ashley, for cluing me in as to how that should even sound. I used to sing this before we're out. Oh, really? Book says thank you to Ashley. What is in the middle? I don't know, D-Tungsten. Sound like him? Oh, well, thank you, D-Tungsten. All right. So if one of you that has Joy Bubbles or Challenge Points can try the 80s trivia or 90s trivia just to make sure it's working, that would be fantastic. I probably should do some sort of sound alert with them. And same with the Bible, like read me the Bible or recite the Bible. Oh no, I wonder I should have so Ashley loves this character in Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, that has the line, his like tagline is got it memorized. I wonder if I could find that, because I feel like that would be perfect since I'm trying to recite these as from memory. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see. We'll do soundboard. Yes. Okay. Got it memorized. D-Sung says, yes, really, I sung Oh, 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 Oreo to the tune before Weird Al came up with. Oh, really? That's crazy. That works. I like that. We'll do that. I assume that's the Kingdom Hearts guy. That seems like it would be. I don't know. Download MP3. We'll do got memorized right there. And then we will add. So now here's where we have these challenge points of redemptions. Now we can add a action to it. So actions, and we had the, let's see if I can find, where was that? Was this in prototypes? No. Was this in testing area? I think testing area. Yeah, recite. Okay, so we'll do this. So the trigger will be any of the recite Psalm 23, recite Psalm 46, and I also need to recite the Lord's Prayer. But recite, let's change the name of this to recite Bible from memory. Okay. So, and we'll have another trigger add. This will be a Twitch channel redemption of channel reward redemption of, this is Psalm 46. Okay, so now we have multiple triggers that is going to play this sound. Add Twitch. No, this is just a core sounds, play sound, and we're going to get the got memorized. And apparently everything's really loud, so we're going to turn this down to, we'll do 50. Okay, and this is going to be the real tech. Okay, and let's go back to that ad break for the audience. Fix that. It's at 84. We're going to drop this all the way down to 40. Hopefully that's... Oh, here, we'll test it. Is that better, Bobo? Are you testing? I feel like that's still crazy loud. So let's do 20. That's better, I think. I think that's a good amount. Yeah, well, maybe 25. We'll do 25. I'm glad you're on the upswing book. It's still loud. Okay, that's better. Okay, cool. So, and then we'll do the applause. Does not need to be that loud then. We'll just do 100. Okay. And now go back to the got it memorized, which was in testing area, recite Bible, play sound. We can test this. How
got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Okay.
Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Okay, I think that's a good.
Got it memorized? Got it memorized?
Okay, so thank you. Hey, Dopeland, hello. How was your? I saw you streaming earlier. I think you were doing Age of Empires 2. Retro, the 2020 is pretty good. Gonna lurk. God bless. Retro, the 2020 is pretty good. The 2020. Thank you for the lurk, though. Dopeland, 2020. The 2020. Like my vision, how I look is pretty good. Maybe that's your way of saying I look really good. Because 2020 vision is good vision, and I look good. Oh, you're talking about that? No. I think you mean 2020. You're saying I look really good. Like I'm a very handsome man, and I appreciate that. I find myself quite handsome most of the time. Yeah, so you're just agreeing with my self-estimation. Appreciate that. You're not supposed to agree. You're supposed to go like, whoa, Francisco. Let's not get a big head. You already have a big head. True. Thanks, Dopeland. Okay, you were saying that it was in the 20s was better. Okay, thank you, Dopeland, for helping with that, and thank you for the lurk. I thought I had a lurk command, but maybe I don't. I really thought I had one. Okay, got memorized. So that's for the recite a Bible from memory. I don't know what to do for the 80s sound or 90s like trivia. Oh, I know. Let's see if we have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? Well, I don't want the whole. I don't want this part of it. Yeah, I want the do. I don't know what you would call that. Let's just try Stinger, I guess. Or we'll do 80s Stinger. Nothing, of course not. What about just Stinger? Horror Stinger, I'm the Stinger, horrible joke. Stinger, news Stinger, Jeopardy Stinger, maybe. Trivia Stinger. Sure, I guess that works. No. I don't know. For now, I'm not going to have... I want something. Maybe I have some in my other sound libraries that I could use. Do I have anything that like makes sense that Alice says? I don't think so. Let me think though. Let's go into my sounds and imaging and whatnot. Firejoy, Retro Rewind, Retro Rewind Pod, Imaging, probably not intros, but maybe some old stuff pre 100. What do I got? Alice Phrases, Alice Production, Time Anomalies, maybe.
Warning. Warning.
No, that's too long. Okay. Assets? No. That's some old stuff. Premium production, Alice Solo. This is when I was using GarageBand on the iPad, which is so long ago. Let's see. Moment of Truth, maybe. What is this? Let's see. Truth, female voice. What does it sound like?
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo at the ready. On your mark.
See? It's so clear. Rating salvo at the ready.
Firing solution complete. Rating salvo at the ready. On your mark.
It's perfect. I don't know why.
Firing solution complete.
Bobo.
Rating salvo at the ready. On your mark.
You hear salvo authority. I do not know where that comes from. What do you want me to fix, Paul? What is broken that you would need me to fix? I'm just looking for a sound to go with the trivia channel points redemption. And seeing if I have one already that makes sense. But I'm not really finding much here. It's not salvo authority. It was very clear that it wasn't. Oh, my word. Let's see. Best words. What is this? No. I mean, that's kind of cool. Maybe we use that. That's interesting. I don't know if you can even hear those guys. Let's see. Paul says, I want you to fix whatever you're working on. Well, I'm looking for a sound. So fix salvo's authority. Oh, gosh. Salvo at the ready. Bob says, if it wasn't, better fix that so it salvos again. D-Tungsten says, I actually never hear it. I just hear other people saying salvo. See? D-Tungsten, wise. Very wise. At the ready. That's the first time I heard it. Oh, really? Okay. Well, now you know. And no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
My name ain't Roy.
It's not Roy. Fix things sounds like a royal pain. I mean, it's fine. For some reason, people seem to enjoy these Fixit streams. I don't really get it. But you guys like it. I don't know why you do, but okay. I'm here for your amusement. Dance, monkey, dance. Bob says, I hear it once in a while. I heard it once a while back. Then it started gaslighting us that we didn't. Oh my gosh. I'm not gaslighting any of you guys. If anything, it's the reverse. Reflections, merch, live streams. Do I have any sounds in here? That would make sense. Sound effects. Respirator. Not that you guys are hearing this at all, but no, that's not good. I don't know. I want something else. I guess we'll just go with this guy's trivia. Okay, trivia. VO. All right. So now we will go to, we're going to make another, actually, we'll just copy. Well, no, we'll make a new one. Add, and we'll say 80s, 90s trivia. Redeem. Oh, redeem. Okay, that's good. Good. And then we'll do, this is going to be triggered by a Twitch channel reward, reward redemption. And it's going to be ask 80s trivia. And then we're going to copy that, or we're going to duplicate this trigger. If I do you have a duplicate, you do not. So copy, paste trigger, and then this is going to be 90s trivia. So both these triggers will trigger a sound. We'll do core sounds, play sound, find it, trivia. Okay, lower this, so let's test it. Oh, it's not going through the right place.
Trivia.
Okay, that's plenty loud. All right. So play that sound whenever that is redeemed. Okay, so Young says I'm autistic for fixing things. I guess. Are you? I don't think that really makes you autistic. All right. If one of you guys could now try redeeming, if you have enough points, for channel points redemptions for Twitch, the 80s or 90s trivia. I think you may have to refresh to do it so that it shows up, but it should be there now. And if it's not, please let me know. If you're not seeing one called 80s trivia or 90s trivia. There we go. Oh, perfect. And that worked. All right, 90s trivia. Let's get some 90s trivia for you, Bobo. Gonna randomly pick a card here. All right, here we go. I'm covering the answer. This is a team up, which means you're supposed to answer it together, but regardless. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to draw something. Yeah, that's not helpful. Let's do this one instead. Okay, so the category is it's a numbers game. So the answer is just a number. All right, so we want a number. So let's see if you guys know this or if I know it. It's the name of the boy band that included brothers Nick and Drew Lackey, Lakai, Lachey. Okay, Ashley guesses 98 degrees. Lachey? Okay, Lachey. Any other guesses? I have no idea. I'm going to say one as in One Direction. I'm sure I'm right.
You're absolutely wrong. It's 98 degrees. There's only 4 members.
I think I know my boy bands, Ashley. Bobo says, yep, Ashley's got it. And then Paul says, false to Bobo? Oh, wait, Bobo says true or false? Bobo was born in the 1990s. That is false. Okay, so let's see. The answer is 98 degrees. You got it, Ashley. Well done, well done. I'm going to do, so yeah, that's 90s trivia. I try to do 2 of these, so we'll do one more. Here we go. Okay, this is another numbers one. It's the total number of friends saying, what's up, in the original 1999 Budweiser commercials. How many friends said, what's up? I want to say it was like 4. But what do you guys think? Bobo says to Paul, false is correct. It was a filthy, filthy lie, says Bobo. And then Bobo guesses 3, I think, for this question, for the number of what's up, guys. Paul says, woohoo! And then Bobo says, might have been 5, depends on the version. Well, it's the original 1999 version. I'm pretty sure it was 4. Any other guesses? So we got 3, we got 5, and we got 4. I'm going to reveal the answer. It is 5. Oh my gosh. Good job, Bobo. I'm going to give you half a point, though, because you hedged your bets with 3 and 5. But good job, good job. So, okay. So that's working. Fantastic, guys. Thank you for helping me test that. If one of you would help me test the Bible one, I didn't do, let me add the Lord's Prayer in here, and then we can test you guys. I don't mind which one you pick, but let me just add that in so that it's there and it's done. I want Twitch. Channel points rewards. Can I duplicate this? Yes. Okay, duplicate. This is going to be recite the Lord's Prayer. Oh my gosh, could I type prayer? Apparently I can't. To recite the Lord's Prayer. And then this is we'll say 12. Cost, I want 12. Why aren't you working? 12. Okay. Max 3 per stream. Cooldown 30. Save. Okay, so now recite the Lord's Prayer. Now I need to tie it to that action that does the got memorized. So we'll add this trigger in. This will be Twitch. Channel reward redemption. And this will be recite Lord's Prayer, if I can find it. There we go. All right. It may take a bit to update, or you may have to refresh, but yeah, if one of you could do the channel redemption for a scripture recitation, and then we'll make sure we get the sound for it. Do, 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 do. And yeah, any of them, it doesn't matter. Resuscitation? Yeah, resuscitation.
Got it memorized. Got it memorized. Got it memorized. Got it memorized.
Thank you. Let's see. So Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the day. Oh, wait. My cup overflows. Did I already? Dang it! Prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I couldn't remember if I did the table of my enemies before the oil, or I got that flip-flopped. Wow, a rip, really? Okay, I guess that's fair for not getting it right. No, you know what? I deserve that. I did deserve that. Bible says, breathing life into the Bible, you would say. Sure. Yes. I guess. Maybe. Oh, by resuscitation. Oh, okay. I get it. Oh, my word, guys. Okay. I think we're going to call it there, guys. This has been awesome. So blessed to get to hang out with you all. Thank you for your continued prayers over Ashley. Yeah, it's been a tough couple days. Not that I have it memorized. Well, that's fair. It's not like I have a ton memorized. I know like a few verses that I have memorized, and only those 3 main sections of scripture I have memorized. At one point I had Psalm 56 memorized, and I even had Psalm 139 memorized at one point, but I wasn't in the habit of doing it over and over again. And so I'm also hoping that I can add more here, and you guys can help me keep them fresh in my memory. But I think we're gonna, like I said, end there. We get to try the credit screen now. Okay, so hopefully this works. 139, that is a long one. Yeah, it's not the longest by a long shot, but it's still pretty long. Okay, so we're gonna go to credits, guys. Let's hope this works. Or we could go to an ad. That's fine too. Man, oh man. All right, well, I'm going to do another trivia with you guys that are here. Okay. This is 80s, and this is a spelling bee question. Just spell the name, or we'll give you 3 tries. Okay, you guys might do this better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys need to spell Martina, and then this is the last name you have to spell. Navratilova. Good luck. Let's see. Bob says, I need to read that with the book in front of me. Otherwise, I veer off at Walk Through the Valley where I harvest my grain. I take a look at my wife and dang it. Me too. LOL, Bob, says D. Tungsten. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Get Francisco them pennies. So, yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know how to spell Navratilova. The bean footage? The beans. I wonder what ad you guys are seeing. Beans, huh? Beans, the magical fruit. Jeez, this is a long ad break. Well, that was spelled Navratilova. Wow. All right. Is this any better? Ooh, okay. For those that are hanging out here. Which of the following major world events did not occur in the 80s? Chernobyl disaster, fall of the Berlin Wall, the Gulf War, Tiananmen Square protests. Which one did not occur in the 80s? I believe I know this one. Any guesses? Oh, we're back. Yay. All right. So now that we're back, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. I mean, no. Let's try the credit screen and see how it works. If it does work. I wasn't listening at 42. That's great. Okay, here we go. Credits. Will it work? Hopefully. All right, cool. Got me. Okay, thank you for being here. Community members. You got stream elements. Good. Ashley, Rushmore Show, Bobo, Cellcast, Geek Devotions, Dale, me, Paladin Pirate, Hefe, Paul, Botrix. Okay, I need to get bots out of here. Sound alerts. Oh, good. Ray Will, John, D. Tungsten, Cool Lux, Book of Gaming, and Dublin. Thank you guys so much for being here in chat. And thank you to our Substack supporters, our Fire Knights, Deb, Ken, and Flux, and all our Fire Guard, Ashley, Brian, Dale, Daryl, Drew, Dustin, D. Tungsten. Oh, you're right here. Ashley is here too. Also, and Bob, Fabulous, Lomax, Geek Devotions, Joel, Mary Kay Cronenberg, Cool Deluxe, Redeemed Otaku, Ryan Frosted, and that's our Bob. You're here too. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I should have done that for all you guys who were here. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you, Settlers, for alerting us. Exactly. Okay, so that works, and it will have sections if we ever get more subscribers or gifted subs. Those will have their own sections. They should have their own sections, and then this should repeat and wrap again. But yeah, if that I had to make this. I was looking for other solutions that could do this, but I inevitably had to just roll my own version that did what I wanted, so that I could have static ones, and also I could also have dynamic ones based on who's here and whatnot. Obviously, it's not perfect because it's grabbing bot names, but whatever. Okay, I am curious if it is going to repeat it because it's supposed to. I'm just going to wait to see if it does, and then we could get out of here. But let's see if there's anyone we could go raid. I know it's kind of late. I imagine like maybe Fuzzy Pickles is on or something like that, but it did repeat. Awesome. Good. Okay, who can we go raid? Let's see. Raid channel following. Yeah, Fuzzy Pickles. Baron, we haven't, I don't know if we've raided Baron. He is playing. What is he playing? It's something retro. Do you happen to know, D. Tungsten, what Baron Metz is playing? Somebody in Japan might be on. Well, yeah, but it seems like he's only been on for 3 minutes, or maybe that's 3 hours. I can't tell. No, I think that's 3 minutes. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm running away. Okay. Bye, Baba. Oh, Brandon was playing SpongeBob game earlier. That's not what it looks like. Here, let me see what this is. Oh, he's been on for 3 hours and 43 minutes. Okay, so he may be done here soon. Got caught. I'm not seeing anything. It looks like he's playing something called Guilty Gear. I mean, this looks like Guilty Gear to me. Maybe it's not, but it looks like it to me. But we'll go raid him. I don't think we've raided him maybe ever, but I know he's a friend of D Tungsten's, unless they had a falling out or some. Is there some conflict? He usually goes late. Okay, perfect. Bob says, "Woo! Lives on pineapple in a shadow of death." SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna start this raid, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm probably gonna go to bed. I'm probably not gonna hang out too long, but appreciate you guys so much for being here. Lord God, thank you for this evening. Even though there's so much struggle going on, and I know in our lives, and I'm sure the lives of rewinders and whatnot, I pray over everyone that you would see us through the challenges we're facing, that you be glorified in confronting them and overcoming them, and that any failures we do experience, that you would use them for your ultimate good. We pray protection and provision over us, that we'd have your peace. I pray that those of us who are perfect and trusting you pursue more and more each day, and that we'd all experience your love, grace, beauty, and truth in a fresh new way. Pray all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesties, come down in charge of depravity, lived the life he wanted, taught us how we could, conquered sin, overcame death, being raised to you, the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you.
My name ain't Roy.
Amen. Thank you for the Leroy Jenkins. Hey, so we're about to leave, but glad you were here nonetheless. Hopefully you're having a good night. It's nice seeing you over on Geek Devotion stream. And we're going over to raid Baron Metz. And we'll see you around, guys. Here's your stream face.